Hello everyone, welcome to part 5 of this pre-decimal penny hunt. We're going down, the box is going down, don't know how many more there'll be. I don't think I'll finish them all in this video, but maybe this one and one more. I'm trying to fill this board up from 1860 to 1966. There's no 67s in this batch. When I've finished searching through the box of pennies, I'll be giving everything away that I put down on this board. So all you've got to do to win it is comment on these videos. Say this is number 5. I don't know how many more there'll be. Probably only one more after this. Then, after I've finished, I'll pick a video at random, a comment at random from that video, and the person who made that comment will get everything down here. And you must be subscribed. So let's grab a handful and get on with it. Oh, just want to mention though, if I get anything to upgrade my Whitman albums, they'll be going in there first. Right, let's see what we've got. Starting with a Edward the 7th. So 1908, we've got all the Edward the 7th ones, just looking for upgrades now. 1891, we certainly have a better one than that. I can zoom in the right way, there we go. 1891, not the best condition. There's a 1926. Now, for the 1926, you're looking for what is called the modified effigy. Hang on, we haven't even got a 1926, have we? Oh, that's the one we're looking for. Right, okay, I'll show you the modified effigy. If this isn't one, I hope it is. No, this is the normal one. I can tell by the colon after the word Gra and Brit. Let me show you. I'll go and get a modified effigy. Okay, the one I've just found on the left, and this is a modified effigy on the right. Now, unless you've got virtually uncirculated coins, it's almost impossible to tell by looking at the portrait, but there is other ways of finding out. So let's have a look at that colon again I just showed you, between the G, R, A and Brit, and then we'll compare it with this one. And you see the colon at the top. Let me just hold this still and focus it. There we are. The one I've just found is at the top of the screen. You can see the colon is pretty much central between the A and the B. And the rarer one, the modified effigy, the colon is almost touching the A. There's virtually no gap between the A and the colon. It is quite hard to tell, but once you've looked at it a few times, it becomes obvious. I have made a video on that coin, Have You Got a Rare 1926 penny? And that'll be in the description. The link will be in the description. Okay, let's get that penny down there then. Just make sure I'm not putting my rare one down there. There we go. Oh, there's another little bingo line there, look. Right, let's carry on. What do I do with them? Here they are. Right. 65. There's George V, 1936. 1898. Now, we've got all the Valehead Victorias, just looking for upgrades on them as well. 1937. There's a 1913. Do you have a nice one of those? There's a 1931. 62. 1897. Looking for a little dot, like a full stop between the O and the N. They're quite rare though. I've never found one. Sometimes you can find them with high tides. A natural. The common one is a low tide like that, you see. You can find them with high tides, but I've never found one of those either. 1900, Victoria. 1936. Another 1900, Victoria. 1927. Oh, that's been shined up. Oh, that's awful, isn't it? What have they done to that? 1922. I hope it's not one of the rare ones. No, middle prong of the trident is touching one of the border teeth there. I've made a video on that as well. Have you got a rare 1922 penny? In fact, no, I mentioned it in the last video as well. Number 4. If you want to have a look at number 4, you'll know what you're looking for. 1896. Again, I'm looking for an upgrade for my album for an 1896, but they all seem to be terrible condition. Look at that. Right, last one in this handful then is a 1964. Okay, 1962. There's a 1917, George V. 1936. Oh, what we got here? Australia, 1 penny. 1936. Commonwealth of Australia. And there he is, George V with the crown. I don't know, that's been cleaned. Looks an odd colour, doesn't it? Compare it with that. I think that must have been cleaned or bleached or something. Shame. Condition's not bad. Certainly not got a great deal of wear on it, but I'm sure that must have been cleaned. Why would it be that colour? I've got another Australian one down there. We'll put that with it, and that'll become part of the giveaway. There we go. See the difference in colours there, can't you? Must have been cleaned. Right. 1939. 1935. There's a damage 36. Wonder how that happened all those years ago. You can see it's quite a long time ago because it started to wear over the top of it. You can see it right through the other side. History will never know what happened there though. 1908, Edward VII. There's a 1910, another Edward VII. There's a 1912, oh look at that, H mint mark. H for Heaton. This is the most common of the George V's with the mint marks on. That's not bad actually, is it? Hang on, let me put these down, have a look through. And I know we've got a 1912 that I put down there because it's a good example of ghosting. See the ghosting on that one, see the king's head. And I don't think the other one, where is it? No, that was in bad condition. This is much better, look at that. So we'll put that down there. Let's just zoom in, show you the H for Heaton. Yeah, it is a nice specimen, that one. So we'll do that, we'll put that down and also put that one back because you can see the king's head through there. And that's called ghosting. So 2 examples of the 1912 with the H mint mark. That's nice. Right, there's a dirty one. One for the dirty mug. This sound here is for Delicate Dave because he doesn't like this sound. There we go, Dave. 1937. 1917. Has that been shined up? Certainly has. Well, that can go in there as well then. Don't want that one. Oh, is that another dirty one? Is that an H on there? Another 1912 H mint mark, but that's terrible. That can go in there as well. 3 in a row. There is a 1914 King George V. There he is, George V, 1912, and I don't think there's a mint mark on that one, is there? No mint mark on that one. There is an 1899. Is that dirty enough for the dirty mug? Yep. 1920. Another George V. The 64. It's quite shiny, but we have got a better one than that. Oh, definitely got a better one than that. 1961 could do with an upgrade on the Elizabeths. Another 1912 and another no mint mark. Victoria. Another 1896, but you can't read the word one. Still yet to find a real nice one. 1896. 65. There's a 61, but not much better than the one down there. 1929. There's a 1921. And there is a 1918. Come on. No, still looking for a 1918H and a 1918 KN and a 1919 KN. There's a 1912, that's got no mint mark on it either. 1927, bit of damage there. 1906, is that better than the one down there? Let's have a look. 1906, 1905, 1906. Slightly. You can just about read the full word 1 on there. That's not bad on that side, is it? Slight upgrade. Right, we got here. There's a 1919. Is that a mint mark on there? No. 1936. Oh, there's a halfpenny there. Look. 1936 again, and a halfpenny from 1965. So that'll be Elizabeth II. A lot of people ask me, what do I do with all the coins that I've searched through? Well, when we've searched them, I put them in there. We look through them, all the ones that we don't need for the board, and then I keep them. Yep, I keep them. Now, here, for instance, all 1907. Now, say somebody discovers a really rare variety of the 1907, and I've got rid of them. I think, oh no, what if I had one? Because new varieties, especially the pre-decimal pennies, are turning up all the time. Some were never heard of 20 years ago, but someone's found one and now they're sought after. So I just can't bear to get rid of them. And I've got some lovely members that support the channel, only 99p a month, and that really helps. So if you want to become a member, I'd really appreciate that. Just click that join button. If you can't see a join button, then the link is at the bottom of the description page. And if you don't want to become a member, there's always a super thanks. Right, yeah, I can't bear it. I have to keep them. Imagine it. Just imagine a rare 1907 was discovered and I didn't know I had one in there. Right, let's get some more. Oh, I didn't put that halfpenny down there, did I? There it is. Right. There's another 1896, and again, it's nothing special, is it? It might be better than the one I've got in the album. See, there's mine in my Whitman album. 24 million, so it's quite common. Is that an upgrade? Well, you can read the Y on penny, can't you? I think it is. I'll swap that later. Anybody else struggling to find a decent 1896? Right, Edward VII there. There's a 1906. I think the one we've found is just slightly better than that. What we got here? 1962. 1928. That's not a bad 1928. Now that is going to be better than the one on the board. I know it is. Let's have a look. 1928. There it is. Oh yes, definitely. Much higher detail on that one. So that is going to be a swapper. Upgrade. There we go. 1877. I got an 1877. I think that might be a one I've just dropped. I think that might be a little mark there, but that's definitely better than the one on the board, isn't it? Let's have a look. I know in my album I've got a decent one, but oh, look at that. That's much better. Certainly much better there. Oh yes, that's a decent upgrade. We'll get that one down there. And put that one, I'll put that over with my older ones over there. Right, let's carry on. 1935. 1936. Another 1936. 1898. Another old Victoria. Oh, and an Irish coming up. 61. Look at that. 1894. We do need an 1894. What's that? Is that a bit of... Oh, that's come away. 1894. That is the last of the young head Victorias. After that, it turned to the Vale head. That's not bad. Got some stuff on it, but that feels like that would come off quite easily. Alright, so that can go down there. And there, Smithy, we have a really long bingo line, whole way across. Look at that. And last two in my hand is that Irish one, which is 1963. Don't know if we've got a 63. I'll look through those at the end of the box. A few Irish ones there now. Last one in this handful, 65. Another thing people ask me is, how many have you got? I would say about 12,000. Now, considering that's over about 3 years, it's not too bad, is it? I know people have got 10 times that amount, penny collectors. But if you think about it, 12,000, there were 240 pennies to a pound, so 12,000, only 50 quid. So if I was to take these to the Bank of England, or the only place where I could cash them in, all my 12,000 pennies, they'd only give me £50 for it. I pay £57 for these batches, and this time there's over 1,000 in this last one, and that's a lot cheaper than other places like eBay, for instance. You'd pay a lot more if you got them from eBay. So not too bad considering it's over 3 years. Right, stop whopping, get searching. There's an old one. 1884, is that one we need? Victoria, not too bad. Just clearly read the date. 1884, and I think we need an 1884. Yep. There's another one. Very first one in that handful. Come on, keep it up. 1916. Is that going to be a recessed ear type? Certainly isn't. Nope. George V again. 1936. There's another 1896, but again, not brilliant. 45. Oh, blimey, what on earth is that? Someone's bashed that. Can't feel anything on the other side though. You can see some lines there. So I don't think they've hit it with anything. I think they've tried to drill that. That looks drilled, doesn't it? Don't know whether you can see how deep that is, but that must be nearly coming through. I'll show you at an angle. I don't know if it show off the actual depth of it. No, it's hard to show you in 2 dimensions, isn't it? There we go. Oh, a little oddity there. It's not a mint mark, is it? No, it's not. Oh well. There we have a 1917, 1900, 21, and look at that, another bad 1896. How many of them am I going to get? I'll find a decent one day. 63. 1930, 27. There's a 1915. Is that going to be a recessed ear? Nah. 34. There's an 1898. What we got here then? 1962. There's a 1902, and that's a low tide. Look at that, and it's a lovely one as well. That is a low tide. Can you see the tide level there, the level of the sea? It's lower than where Britannia's legs cross. Let me compare the one that's on the board already. Okay, the one on the left is a high tide, and this one is a low tide. I don't know if you can see it if I put them together like that. There we are. See the difference? Legs cross, level with the sea, and there it's quite a bit lower in that one. Should be easy to see. Hope you can see that alright. Low tide, high tide. Okay, a couple more. That one is really worn. Oh, it looks like an 1860 something, but could it be a 3? Oh, it's so bad. I'm not even going to put that down there. Nobody wants something like that, do they? And 1963. So we'll put both of these down here, the 1902s, the high tide and the low tide. Oh, the price of that, I would say in that condition, because it's not too bad. A few little scratches on the king's head there. Nothing major. I would say probably £7 or £8 for that. Even more. So that's another one for the giveaway. Right, let's grab a few more. Okay, there's an old one. 1891, but we've got a better one than that. 1940. That's got, if you can just see, it's got a double line above the date, so that's a common one. Very hard to see. There you can just see there's two lines above the date, so that's a common one. You can get them with one line, but they're not particularly rare either. I think we've got both of them down there, haven't we? 1922, come on, be the rare one. No, that's a common one. 1936, 21. There's a 1918. Oh, it looks like it's got a mint mark. Yes, oh, I think it has. Yes, H mint mark. 1918 H4 Heaton mint mark. Lovely stuff. About time. Pretty ghosting on that one as well. It's not too bad though. Let's see if we can get a closer look. Yeah, lovely. Well, that's another one for the board then. So, 1918 H. Just the KNs now. And there's a coin with a hole in it. 1900 Victoria. Oh, they've drilled a hole in it. We'll never know. It's not even exactly at the top, is it? Slightly offset. We'll never know. 1897, little dot after the between the O and the N. No. And it's a low tide, so it's a common one. Oh, 1/2 penny, 1934, Australia. King George V. Australian halfpenny. Any old Australians out there before decimalisation? Did you call it a halfpenny or a halfpenny? We called it halfpenny. Did you call it halfpenny in Australia? That's nice. Anyway, let's get that down there. We'll start another line. We'll start another space anyway. Quite a few down there. 37. 1905. There's a 1920. 1909, looking for a little dot after the N. Right at the top of the N to the right. But no, nothing there. I did show that. I've got one of those. I did show it in an earlier video in this series. And there's a really dirty 1964. And there it goes. And look at that. Another worn 1896. What are they making them out of a different material or something? Terrible. I don't know. 64. 1962. 1896. Oh, a little bit better. Nothing brilliant though. And the last one in this handful is 19. Come on, is that a mint mark as well? No, it's not. Okay, we'll do one more handful in this video, and the next video will be the last one in this series. Okay. There is George V, 1918. Come on, be a mint mark straight away. There's no mint mark, but there is a strange blob on there. Is that metal? Can't work out what that is. No. It's some. Oh, look. Oh, I thought I'd found a. Oh, look at that. Thought I'd found a lovely error then. A bit of bloody chewing gum. Something like that. 1918. That's a shame. I thought I'd found some little anomaly there. Bit of Georgian chewing gum. 66. 1938. 1919, are we going to get another mint mark? No. What we got here then? Come on, focus. Oh, 1903. Is it an open 3? Doesn't want to focus, so let me know. No, sadly it's not. It's a closed 3. Not an open 3. A 1919, is that a mint mark? No, it's not. 1894, but that is not as good as the one we just found, sadly. 1908. 1897, we're looking for a little dot between the O and the N. And what I'll do, if I remember, let me put this over here, I'll put an image up the other side. So it should be there now. See the little dot between the O and the N. Well, that's what we're looking for, but not on this one. And you can see that's a low tide, and that's a common for 1897. 1930. 1919, but with no mint mark. 1920. 1917. There's a 1912 with an H mint mark. It's not very good, is it? 1962 and a 1961. Not an upgrade 61 though. 44. Right, a few more left. There's a 1902. Oh, come on. Let's have another low tide. I can't really see. Let's zoom it in. No, it's not very good. It's pretty worn there, but you can see the tide level just about. Let's see if I can get that cleaned anymore. I can give it a good rub. There we go. Right, let's try that. Yeah, you can see there, see the tide level now. It's definitely a common high tide.
The tide is high, but I'm holding on.
Yeah, it is. 1936. What's that? 1917. And the last one in this handful, and this hunt is a 1918, but sadly no mint mark. Okay, well, we've got a couple of Australian coins there, a penny and a halfpenny. Probably been cleaned though, the penny. We've got the 1918 with the H mint mark, and we've got a low tide 1902, so not too bad. Filled a few more spaces as well. Right, thanks for watching everybody. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done that now. Become a member, that'll help me out. And I'll see you in the next video.